My beloved child, I know you're tired. Sometimes it feels like no one truly understands the weight you carry. There are days you wake up without hope, moments when you wonder if your life has any real meaning. I see it all, I hear it all, and today, I've come to speak the words your soul has been aching to hear. I am proud of you, even when you feel abandoned, even when the world rejects you, judges you, or overlooks your worth. I do not. I have never left. Every time you got back up after falling, I saw it. Every tear you cried in silence, I collected it. You think no one noticed? I did. You do not have to be perfect to be loved by me. My love is not measured by performance, nor erased by failure. It is eternal. It is unconditional. It is unshakable. And in the moments when you feel your weakest, that is when I am closest. You think no one notices, but I do. I have seen every effort, every tear, every moment you chose to try again when quitting seemed easier. My beloved child, I need you to listen closely. The world might not recognize your struggle, but I do. When no one clapped for your silent victories, I did. When your heart broke in places words couldn't reach, mine broke with you. You walked through storms no one else even knew existed. You've held your breath in the silence, praying I was near, and I always was, and I still am. I see how hard you try. I see the way you care, the way you keep giving, even when you feel empty, the way you love others, even when your own heart aches. You don't have to prove anything to me. You don't have to earn my love. You already have it, fully, freely, forever. You are not invisible. Not to me. You never were. There were moments when you whispered prayers at night, not expecting an answer, but I heard every word, even the ones you couldn't say out loud. I caught each tear. I held each sigh. Your pain is not wasted. Your fight is not forgotten. And your worth is not measured by how much others see. It's measured by the fact that I made you, and I do not make mistakes. You think your small steps don't matter, but they do. Every time you chose kindness when anger felt easier, every time you forgave when it hurt, every time you stayed when running seemed safer, you became stronger than you know. Child, you are stronger than your past, greater than your failures, and far more precious than you have ever believed. I've watched you grow. I've seen your heart stretched by trials, and still you love, still you serve, still you believe, and that is what makes me so proud. This world is loud, full of noise, full of lies. It tells you to be more, do more, prove yourself again and again. But I am not the world, and my voice is not like theirs. When I look at you, I do not see a project. I see a masterpiece, one I designed with intention, one I breathe life into with purpose, one I will never abandon. You've stumbled, yes, but who hasn't? You've doubted, you've fallen. But falling does not disqualify you from my love. It's your getting up that delights me. You think your broken pieces make you less, but they don't. They make room for my grace, for my power, for my love to pour in. When you are weak, that is when my strength shines. You may feel unworthy, but I called you worthy before you ever had a chance to doubt it. You may feel forgotten, but I etched your name into the palm of my hand. You may feel like giving up, but I will not let you go. There's more ahead, more beauty, more healing, more restoration. You are not done. You are not disqualified. You are just beginning. My child, I am building something eternal in you. Through every valley, every battle, every late night filled with questions, I have been working, I have been shaping, I have been holding you. You are not alone, even when silence surrounds you. Even when no one checks in, even when the road feels long and the journey feels pointless, I am right beside you. Every step, every breath. Your tears have not been in vain. They watered the seeds I planted long ago, and the harvest is coming. So don't lose heart. Don't give in to the lies. Don't let the darkness convince you that you're forgotten, because you are not. You are remembered. You are cherished. You are deeply, completely, and eternally loved. I'm proud of you, not because you figured everything out, but because you keep going, because you keep trusting, because you keep believing even when it hurts. My child, this is what strength looks like. Not perfection, but persistence. Not performance, but faith. You've carried more than most know, and you've done it with quiet courage. And I honor that. I bless that. I reward that. So breathe. Let go of the weight you were never meant to carry. Place it into my hands. I can handle it. I already have. Let my peace fill you now. Let my voice quiet every fear. Let my love hold every wound. You are not too far gone. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are mine, and I am proud to call you my child. Now lift your eyes. Look again. There is hope rising, not just ahead, but right here, inside you, a fire I lit, a promise I made. You will rise. You will overcome. You will walk forward with strength not your own, because I go with you, because I fight for you, because I love you, and because I am proud of you. I saw the fire closing in around you. I saw the storm begin to rise. And while others turn away, I stayed, my beloved child. The pain you walked through has not gone unnoticed. The nights of weeping, the mornings where you struggled to face the day, the silent battles, the heartbreak no one else saw. I saw it all, and I never looked away. You were never meant to carry it alone. That pain, that pressure, that overwhelming fear that you might not make it through. I was there in every tear, in every breathless moment when anxiety wrapped around your chest, in every cry that no one heard. I heard it, and I want you to know you were not forsaken. You were not forgotten. You were not abandoned. You were protected, even in the fire. I know the heat felt unbearable. The loss felt too deep, the betrayal too sharp. But even when it felt like you were surrounded by flames, they did not consume you, because I stood in the fire with you. Do you remember the times you didn't know how you made it through? That was me, holding you up when your knees gave out, strengthening you when your heart grew faint, speaking life into you when all you felt was death. My child, I carried you, and I will carry you still. There's something I want you to understand. The fire was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to refine you. You asked me for strength, so I allowed the fire, not to punish, but to purify, not to crush you, but to awaken the warrior inside of you, because deep within your soul, beneath the fear, beneath the sorrow, beneath the questions, there is something unbreakable, something divine. It's me, living in you, and fire cannot burn what is eternal. Flames cannot touch what I have sealed. So let me remind you now, though you walk through affliction, you are still standing, still breathing, still chosen, still mine. The enemy tried to convince you that the pain meant I was gone, but nothing could be further from the truth. Pain does not mean absence. Silence does not mean distance. I was closest in the fire. I always am. The furnace of suffering has forged something new in you, a resilience, a faith, a depth that cannot be taught by ease or comfort. This season was not wasted. I was shaping you into someone who knows how to rise, someone who knows how to trust even in the dark, someone who knows how to stand even when shaking. Child, your scars tell a story, not of defeat, but of deliverance, not of shame, but of survival. Yes, the fire was real, but so is your victory. And that victory was never about how strong you were, but how deeply you leaned on me. You asked, Lord, why did I have to go through this? And I answer you now, because someone else will one day stand in that same fire, and they will need to hear your voice say, you will make it too. Your testimony will become someone else's anchor. Your healing will become someone else's hope. I didn't just bring you through for your sake. I brought you through for others. Too, you are a carrier of comfort, a vessel of healing, a walking miracle. And the world needs to see what I've done in you. So don't hide the fire. Don't bury the ashes. They're proof that I kept my promise. Do you remember what I said in Isaiah 43? When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned. The flame shall not set you ablaze. That was my word, and you are living it. So walk with your head held high, not in pride, but in the confidence of a child who knows their father never left. I have not just preserved you, I prepared you. There are new assignments ahead, new territories, new anointings. You've been refined for greater things. You've been tested and found faithful. Now comes the outpouring, the blessing, the restoration. Yes, my child, I am restoring you, not just what you lost, but what you didn't even know you needed. Joy, peace, freedom, strength. The enemy thought the fire would break you, but it only made you bolder. You are not who you were before the fire. You're stronger, wiser, more radiant, more real. You've learned how to worship when nothing made sense, how to trust when the ground crumbled, how to cling to me when your hands were trembling. And now the enemy fears you because he knows you know who you are, a child of the Most High, a conqueror, an heir, a vessel of glory. So rise, stand, lift up your voice. Let the world see what fire cannot steal. Let them see what I have done. And know this, I'm not done yet. You were not created by accident. You were not formed by chance or coincidence. Before time began, I thought of you. My child, your existence is not random. You were dreamed into being by the Creator of all things, formed in the depths of eternity. Breathe into life with purpose that stretches beyond what your eyes can see. There is a calling on your life, a sacred assignment, a divine design woven into every thread of your soul. I knit you together in your mother's womb. Every detail of your being, your voice, your gifts, your personality, your story was crafted with intention. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are exactly as I meant you to be. Do not let the opinions of this world shape your worth. Do not measure yourself by their standards. For I did not make you in the image of man. I made you in my image. And what I make, I declare good. What I form, I call holy. You were made to shine, to heal, to build, to love. You were made to be light in the darkest places, hope in the middle of despair. You were made to be a living testimony, a walking reminder of my power, my mercy, my faithfulness. Child, do you know how powerful you are when you walk in your purpose? The enemy does. That's why he tried to silence you. That's why he attacked your identity. That's why he tried to convince you that you're not enough. But I'm here to remind you, you are more than enough, because I am in you. And with me, nothing is lacking. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are equipped. Even when you feel unqualified, I qualify you. Even when you feel afraid, I go before you. Even when you doubt yourself, I never doubt the power I place inside you. You see, I place in you gifts the world needs. There are people only you can reach, lives only you can touch, wounds only your story can heal. I did not make you to hide. I made you to shine. Let your life become the answer to someone else's prayer. Let your testimony open doors that have remained closed. Let your obedience release blessings not only over your life, but over generations to come. Yes, generations, because the choices you make now will ripple far beyond this moment. Your yes to me, your faithfulness, will leave a legacy that time cannot erase. You think your life is ordinary, but nothing about you is ordinary. Everything about you was crafted with eternal purpose. There's a plan, and that plan is good. Do you remember what I said in Jeremiah 29, verse 11? For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. That is still true today. Even in your wandering, even in your confusion, even in your pain, my plan for you still stands. You don't have to figure everything out. You just need to trust me. Take the next step, one act of obedience at a time. I will guide you. I will direct your path. I will open doors no man can shut. But I need your heart, not your perfection, not your performance, just your heart. When you surrender, when you lay it all down, that is where purpose comes alive. Let go of the fear of failure. Let go of the fear of not being good enough. Let go of the fear that you've missed your chance. You haven't. As long as you have breath, your purpose remains. Let me show you who you really are, not who the world said you were, not who trauma tried to shape you into, not who rejection whispered you'd always be. Let me show you the real you, the one I created, the one I cherish, the one I'm raising up for such a time as this. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not a mistake. You are mine, and everything I made you to be is still inside of you. There is more ahead, more than you've imagined, more than you dare to hope for. But you must believe, not in yourself alone, but in me, the one who designed your destiny. Before you ever took your first breath, your life is a mission, a calling, a living message. So walk in it, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when it doesn't make sense. Because when you follow me, even the valley becomes sacred ground. And I promise you this, as you pursue your purpose, I will never leave you. I will provide. I will protect. I will promote you in due time. Stay faithful. Stay humble. Stay open. The path won't always be easy, but it will be worth it, because I will walk every step with you. So rise, my child. Step into the life I've written for you. It is time. You were made for this. You've been through more than people know. You've stood in the middle of storms that should have destroyed you. There were attacks you never saw coming, words that cut, wounds that lingered, and still you didn't break. Do you know why? Because I was there. I was your shield. My child, you've been under spiritual attack, not just once, but many times, and you're still here because I placed my hand over your life. There were things sent to crush you that never reached you, whispers of darkness, schemes of the enemy, but I didn't allow them to prosper, because no weapon formed against you shall stand. That's my promise in Isaiah 54, verse 17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is your heritage as my child, and I will always defend what belongs to me. You belong to me, and that makes you untouchable to the enemy, unless you let fear open the door. Fear is not from me. It never was. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1, verse 7. So when the arrows fly, don't run, don't retreat. Stand, because you are not standing alone. Heaven stands with you. I have assigned angels to guard you. They are not symbols. They are real warriors, messengers, protectors. You are surrounded, not by chaos, but by glory, not by enemies, but by fire. Like Elisha prayed for his servant in 2 Kings 6, Lord, open his eyes that he may see. And suddenly, the servant saw the mountain full of horses and chariots of fire. They were there all along. And so it is with you. You are never alone. There are moments you felt something told you to turn, to move, to wait. That was my spirit guiding you. That was me protecting you. There were accidents that should have happened, but didn't. Doors that should have led to destruction, but closed. People who were sent to break you, but I removed them before they could. You thought it was coincidence. It was not. It was covenant. I have marked you with my name. You were the seal of the cross upon your life. That seal speaks louder than any curse, any lie, any assignment of the enemy. There are curses that were spoken against you. I canceled them. There are plots that were written in the dark. I tore them apart, because I have declared over you, touch not my anointed. The spiritual realm is real, so are the battles, but so is my victory. I do not fight from defeat. I fight from triumph, and I have already won. At the cross, when my son said, "It is finished," every chain broke, every accusation was silenced, every debt was paid. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are not bound by generational curses. You are not stuck under spiritual heaviness. You are free, covered, claimed. So why do you still walk in fear? My child, I need you to rise with the authority I've given you, not in your name, but in mine, not by your strength, but by my spirit. Take up the armor I've laid out for you in Ephesians 6. the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth, the shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit, my word, and the shoes prepared to carry the gospel of peace. You are not defenseless. You are not powerless. You are my warrior, trained in the fire, anointed for such a time as this. You've been through the shaking. Now walk in the shelter of my wings. I am your refuge, your strong tower, your hiding place. When fear comes knocking, answer with faith. When doubt creeps in, declare my truth. When darkness surrounds, shine my light. You are not weak. You are not a victim. You are more than a conqueror through Christ who loves you. Romans 8 verse 37. And not only will you survive this battle, you will overcome. Let the enemy tremble when you wake up. Let hell take notice when you pray. Because you are not just walking in blessing, you are walking in authority. So speak my name, Jesus, the name above every name. At that name, chains break, demons flee, hearts are healed, minds are restored. There's power in your voice, not because of you, but because of who lives in you. The next time fear tries to speak, remind it whose child you are. Remind it of the blood. Remind it of the empty grave. You don't fight for victory. You fight from victory. And my promise is this: you will not fall. You will not be consumed. You will not be overtaken. I am your shield, your defense, your covering. Even now, I am sending angels ahead of you, preparing the way, clearing the traps, breaking the chains. Stand still and see the salvation of your God. Exodus 14, verse 13. Because the battle belongs to me, and I never lose. My beloved child, you've lost things along the way. Dreams, hope, pieces of yourself you thought were gone forever. But hear me now. I am the God who restores. Nothing you've lost is beyond my reach. Nothing is too broken for me to rebuild. What others thought was the end, I call the beginning. There were seasons where it felt like everything was slipping through your fingers. People walked away. Opportunities dried up. Your joy vanished without warning. And in your heart, you began to wonder, will I ever feel whole again? Yes, you will, because I am restoring you, not to who you used to be, but to who I created you to become. What was stolen from you, I will return. What was broken, I will heal. What was dead, I will resurrect. This is not the end of your story. This is a chapter called restoration. In Joel 2 verse 25, I made you a promise. I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten, not just the things you lost, but the time, the energy, the faith, the strength, the opportunities. I am restoring it all. There is nothing too hard for me, no pain too deep, no past too dark, no season too empty. You've walked through deserts, but water is coming. You've endured famine, but harvest is near. And I say this to you now, nothing was wasted. Even the pain had purpose. Even the silence shaped something in you. Even the waiting was holy. I was working beneath the surface. When you thought I was absent, I was sowing seeds of something greater. And now, it's time to bloom. Child, I am not just giving back what you lost. I am giving back better, deeper peace, richer joy, wiser love, stronger identity. You thought the fire stole everything, but it refined you. You thought rejection defined you, but it redirected you. You thought delay meant denial, but it was protection. I am rebuilding the ruins of your heart, the parts of you that were torn apart by disappointment. I am sewing back together with grace. Let me restore your faith, not just in me, but in yourself, in your calling, in your future. The lies they told you, that you were too late, too broken, too far gone, they are shattered in my presence. I speak a better word over you. Redeemed, chosen, healed, restored. You don't have to earn it. You just have to receive it. Let me wash over you. Let me breathe new life into those dry bones. Let me awaken what has been sleeping inside you. I'm calling your spirit to rise again, not in fear, not in shame, but in holy confidence. You are not who you used to be. You are not what they said about you. You are not the sum of your failures. You are mine, and I make all things new. That includes your heart, your mind, your joy, your voice. Let joy return to your bones. Let laughter rise again in your home. Let courage stand where fear once lived. Do not grieve the past, because what I'm bringing is greater. Your best days are not behind you. They're ahead, waiting, ready, prepared. I haven't just healed your wounds. I've turned them into wells, places where others will come and drink and find life. I'm not restoring you just for your sake, but for those connected to your destiny. There are people waiting on the other side of your healing, lives that will be changed by your obedience, stories that will be rewritten by your testimony. So don't hide your scars. Don't cover what I've redeemed. Let the world see the miracle. Let them see what I can do with a surrendered life. Yes, you were broken, but you're being rebuilt, stronger, braver, wiser. This is your comeback. This is your resurrection. This is your moment to step out of the shadows and walk into the fullness of who you are. You are not the same person who walked into that valley. You are not the same soul who cried yourself to sleep. You are new, and I am not finished. I'm just getting started. So take a breath, shake off the ashes, lift your eyes. The beauty I'm bringing will make the past pain look small in comparison. As it is written in Romans 8 verse 18, the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And that glory is rising now, in you, through you, all around you. You thought you lost everything, but you were gaining something deeper, me. And now it's time to rise, not just healed, but whole. You've waited for answers. You've prayed through tears. You've begged me to move. And sometimes it felt like nothing happened, like your prayers hit the ceiling, like I was silent. But hear me, my beloved child. My silence was not my absence. My delay was not my denial. My timing is perfect. I know you wanted it sooner. I know you hoped it would have come already. But I need you to understand, what I'm building in you requires time. Real strength takes time. Deep roots take time. Sacred growth cannot be rushed. You looked around and saw others moving forward. You felt behind. You questioned if I forgot you. But child, I've never forgotten you. Your name is engraved on my hand. Your tears are bottled. Your prayers are recorded. Nothing you've spoken in faith has been lost. Not one whisper. There's a purpose in the pause, a lesson in the waiting, an intimacy I'm building, while the world sees nothing. Because in the silence, you learn to hear me more clearly. In the stillness, you learn to trust me more deeply. In the waiting, you learn to walk by faith, not by sight. That kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of faith unlocks heaven. You asked, when will it happen? I say to you now, at the appointed time, not too early, not too late, but right on time. And when it comes, you'll see why it took so long. My child, if I had given you what you asked for before you were ready, it would have crushed you, not because you're weak, but because what I'm giving you is weighty, holy, set apart. You weren't being punished in the wait. You were being prepared to carry the blessing, prepared to protect it, prepared to steward it with wisdom. You will see it. You will step into it. But first, I had to grow you, just like a tree planted by streams of water. Before anyone sees the fruit, the roots are growing deep. Your roots are deep now, deeper than the storms, stronger than the winds, anchored in me. So don't despise the waiting. Don't hate the process. You were not buried. You were planted. And now you are getting ready to bloom. The door you've been waiting for, I'm unlocking it. The breakthrough you've been fasting for, it's coming. The answers you've longed for, they're on the way. Because I never forget my promises, and I never abandon my plans. Remember what I said in Habakkuk 2 verse 3. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. I am not late. I am strategic. I'm aligning people, shifting atmospheres, opening hearts, clearing obstacles, so that when I release the blessing, It fits perfectly, not just for you, but for the ones connected to your destiny. You're not just waiting for a moment, you're waiting for a movement. And while you've waited, your character has been refined, your faith has matured, your discernment has sharpened. Now, you're ready for what you once would have mishandled. Do you see it now? The waiting was mercy, the silence was love, the delay was protection. And though you didn't always feel it, I was with you every step. I walked with you in the quiet. I whispered when no one else was speaking. I wrapped you in peace when anxiety tried to overwhelm you. You are not forgotten. You are not passed over. You are not invisible. You are chosen, and chosen things take time. Set apart things aren't rushed. Sacred destinies unfold slowly, because their impact is eternal. So be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46, verse 10. Trust me even when it doesn't make sense. Praise me even when you don't see the result yet, because the praise you give in the waiting is the most powerful kind. It says, even if I don't see it yet, I believe, even if I feel forgotten, I trust, even when nothing changes. I know God is still working, and I am, always, faithfully, patiently, lovingly. I haven't changed my mind about you. I haven't closed the door for good. I'm simply building something greater than you imagined. And when the moment comes, when everything I promised begins to unfold, you will see how every second of waiting was worth it. So hold on, keep the faith, refuse to give in to despair, because what I started in you, I will finish. They labeled you, they judged you, they spoke words over you that pierced like knives, and slowly you began to believe them. You wore the names they gave you like invisible chains. Unworthy, not enough, too broken, too late. But today, my beloved child, I break those chains, because you are not what they called you. You are not the sum of your past. You are not your worst mistake. You are mine. Let me remind you who you are. Let me speak louder than the voices that tried to silence your soul. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not lost. You are chosen. You are seen. You are redeemed. You are deeply loved. From the moment I formed you, I called you good. I called you precious. I called you my masterpiece. Ephesians 2 verse 10 says it clearly. For we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus, so we can do the good things He planned for us long ago. You were never meant to live in shame. You were never meant to carry the guilt of your past. That weight, I already carried it to the cross. When my son said, "It is finished," he meant it. The condemnation, the rejection, the lies, finished. So why do you still carry it? Why do you still punish yourself? For things I already forgave? My mercy is greater than your failure. My grace is deeper than your shame. And my truth is stronger than every lie. You are not unworthy. You are worth dying for. You are not rejected. You are fully accepted in the beloved. You are not overlooked. I have numbered every hair on your head. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are exactly who I made you to be. Yes, you've been hurt, but you are not your pain. Yes, you've been broken, but broken things in my hands become beautiful testimonies. I specialize in restoration. I use what others throw away. I raise what the world buries. I heal what seems too shattered. Let me do that in you. Let me wash away what they said. Let me heal what they did. Let me touch the deep places, the hidden wounds no one else sees. I see them, and I care. I know about the secret tears, the sleepless nights, the silent screaming, the feeling that you've lost who you really are. But you haven't. You're still in there. And I'm calling you back. Come out of hiding. Come out of fear. Come out of shame. You don't have to perform for my love. You don't have to earn my approval. You already have it. I don't love some future version of you. I love you now, in the middle of the mess, in the middle of your doubt, in the middle of your struggle. That's the power of my love. It reaches into the deepest pit and lifts you into glorious light. So let me rename you. Let me speak identity over you again. You are loved. You are holy. You are righteous. You are set apart. You are strong in me. You are courageous in me. You are more than a conqueror, not because of what you've done, but because of what I did. The blood speaks for you. The cross covers you. The empty tomb secures your future. Your worth isn't based on the world's opinion. It's based on my word. And I do not lie. So tear off the old labels. Remove the lies. Silence the shame. Let me clothe you in truth. Let me cover you in grace. Let me crown you with glory. Because when I look at you, I don't see failure. I see destiny. I don't see shame. I see purpose. I don't see who you were. I see who you're becoming. You are not disqualified. You are not beyond repair. You are not too late. You are still called. You are still chosen. You are still loved. And now, it's time to walk in that truth. Hold your head high. Lift your eyes. Square your shoulders. Because you are royalty. You are a child of the King, an heir to the promise, a temple of my spirit, a vessel of my glory. Let this be the moment you stop agreeing with the lies. Let this be the moment you reclaim your identity, because the world didn't give you your worth, and the world can't take it away. You are who I say you are, and I say you are mine. You've carried it long enough, that secret pain, that quiet grief, that heavy shame, the weight of holding it all together while falling apart inside. But you were never meant to carry it alone. You were never meant to hold what I died to lift. So today, my child, lay it down. Bring me the burden. Bring me the guilt. Bring me the fear, the bitterness, the disappointment. I can handle it. I already did. When I carried the cross, I carried your sorrow too. When I wore the crown of thorns, I felt every stab of betrayal, every rejection, every tear you'd cry in silence. You don't have to be strong for me. I'm strong for you. You don't have to pretend anymore. Not with me. I see beyond the smile, beyond the silence, beyond the mask. And I love you fully. So come, fall into my arms. Let me hold what's crushing you. Matthew 11, verse 28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Not more pressure, not more rules. Rest. You've been running, but I'm not asking you to run anymore. I'm asking you to be still, to stop striving, to surrender, not surrender in defeat, but surrender in trust. Because when you place it in my hands, it stops controlling your heart. When you lay it down at my feet, I lift you up, the grief that haunted your nights. I can heal it, the trauma buried so deep you forgot how to cry. I can reach it. Let me into the places you've kept closed for years. Let me be the comfort no one else could be. You are safe with me. You are held. You are understood. I don't shame the brokenhearted. I bind them. I don't condemn the exhausted. I carry them. Psalm 34, verse 18 says, The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. And I am close to you now, closer than your breath, closer than your thoughts, closer than the pain. You've tried to fix yourself. You've tried to numb the ache. But what you need isn't escape. What you need is me. I don't need your perfection. I need your permission. Let me in. Let me touch the wound, not to expose it, but to heal it. Yes, it might hurt for a moment. Yes, it might bring things to surface. But healing is worth the pain of revealing. I am not afraid of your brokenness. I am not offended by your anger. I do not pull away when you're weak. I move closer. You've told others, I'm fine. But you've whispered to me, God, I can't keep doing this. And I've heard you, every whisper, every cry, every time you said, God, where are you? I was right beside you, weeping with you, holding you, waiting for this moment. The moment you'd say, take it, God, I can't carry it anymore. Because the moment you release it is the moment I release peace. You've asked for peace, but held on to the pain. You've asked for healing, but clung to the hurt. Let go now, not because you're weak, but because you're finally trusting me. The offense, the betrayal, the grief, the guilt, the fear of the future, the regret of the past, place it in my hands. And when you do, you'll feel lighter, Not because life changed, but because you changed. You'll sleep again. You'll breathe again. You'll hope again. Because peace is not a place. Peace is a person. I am your peace. I'm not the God who waits for you to clean up. I'm the God who kneels down in the mess and carries you out of it. So if you're too tired to stand, I'll lift you. If you're too broken to pray, I'll intercede. If you're too wounded to believe, I'll believe for you. Just don't walk away. Don't give up. Not now. Not when you're this close to healing. The enemy wants to convince you that nothing will ever change, that you'll always be this hurt, this heavy, this stuck. But he is a liar. I am the truth. And I declare, you are not too far gone. You are not too late. You are not too damaged. You are held. You are loved. You are being restored. So breathe, child. Let the tears fall. Let the weight roll off your shoulders. You don't have to carry it anymore, because I already did. My child, you have felt the battle, not just in the physical, but in your mind, in your emotions, in your spirit. The pressure, the resistance, the fear that comes like a wave in the night. Yes, there is a war, but it is not a war you must fight alone, because I have already won it. Every time the enemy tried to take you out, I stood between you and the darkness. Every time you were under attack, I covered you with my blood. Every time you felt like giving up, I whispered, hold on, I'm not finished. You don't need to be afraid of the enemy's schemes, because I have already defeated him. Colossians 2 verse 15 declares, having disarmed the powers and authorities, he made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them by the cross. The cross is not just forgiveness. The cross is victory, and that victory lives in you. So stop fearing the curse. Stop dreading the attack. Stop believing the lie. That evil has power over you. You are covered. You are shielded. You are sealed. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. That's my promise in Isaiah 54 verse 17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. This is your heritage. Victory, authority, inheritance. You do not need to tremble when darkness roars, because light is greater, and you carry that light. I have given you authority to tread on serpents, to trample lies, to break chains, to destroy strongholds. But the enemy doesn't want you to know that. He wants you silent, defeated, ashamed, afraid. But now, you rise in my name. You rise in my power. You rise in the truth that sets you free. You are not a victim. You are not helpless. You are not cursed. You are victorious. Let me say that again. You are victorious, because I live in you, and I never lose. So when the enemy whispers, you're not strong enough, remind him, I don't have to be, because the one in me is stronger than the one in the world. 1 John 4 verse 4. When darkness reminds you of your past, reminded of my blood, reminded of the cross, reminded of the empty tomb. Hell has no claim on what heaven has redeemed. You are marked, anointed, covered, chosen. That depression you thought would destroy you, it's breaking. That anxiety that tried to steal your breath, it's silenced. That generational curse, it ends with you, because the bloodline of Jesus is now your bloodline, and nothing can stand against it. You've been attacked not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. You've been targeted not because you're cursed, but because you carry something holy. The enemy sees it, even when you don't. So don't back down. Don't let fear win. Don't let shame silence your worship. Praise is a weapon. Faith is a shield. Truth is your sword. And I am your defender, the Lord of hosts, the God who fights for you. Exodus 14, verse 14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. So be still, child. Be bold. Be strong. The battle belongs to me. I have already crushed the serpent's head. I have already canceled the curse. I have already declared, it is finished. So don't rehearse defeat. Proclaim victory. Don't partner with fear. Partner with faith. Don't look back in dread. Look forward in power. Because you are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory. And that changes everything. The accusations may come, but they hold no power. The weapons may be formed, but they will not succeed. The storm may rage, but your foundation is unshakable, because you are hidden in me. So rise today with new strength. Declare what I have already spoken over you. I am more than a conqueror through Christ who loves me. Romans 8 verse 37. Say it out loud. Say it until every fear flees. Say it until your heart believes it. I am victorious. I am covered. I am fearless. I am a child of God. Because that's who you are. And no lie from the pit of hell can take that from you. Let the darkness tremble. Let the enemy regret touching you. Because now you know who you are. Now you walk in power. Now you speak with authority. Now you move in boldness. You are no longer a slave. You are a warrior, a light bearer, a walking miracle. And this is your moment of triumph. My beloved child, you've seen the battle. You felt the pain. You've walked through the fire. But now, I am doing a new thing in you. The old is gone. The new is rising. You don't have to be who you used to be. You don't have to live trapped in cycles. You don't have to wear the identity of yesterday. Because I am not just your Savior. I am your restorer, your refiner, your renewer. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17 declares it clearly. If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has gone, the new has come. Let that sink in, child. You are a new creation, not improved, not patched up, new. Your heart is being renewed. Your mind is being transformed. Your desires are being purified. Your spirit is being set ablaze. I am not just healing your wounds. I am reshaping your identity. You once saw yourself as broken. Now you will see yourself as whole. You once felt shame. Now you will walk in righteousness. You once were afraid. Now you will speak with boldness. This is not about performance. This is about transformation. And transformation takes surrender. So give me your whole heart. Give me your thoughts, your habits, your hidden places. Let me shine light into the corners you've kept dark. Not to shame you, but to free you. You weren't meant to live with divided affections. You weren't created to walk in confusion. I want to give you a sound mind, a clean heart, a holy fire. This world offers counterfeits, but I offer truth. This world offers distraction. I offer destiny. You don't need to blend in. You were born to stand out. You were set apart from the beginning, consecrated, marked, chosen. And now it's time to walk as the new creation you are. The addictions that once gripped you, they no longer own you. The mindsets that once limited you, they no longer define you. The lies that once shaped your life, they are being torn down. Romans 12 verse 2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." I am renewing your mind, day by day, thought by thought, moment by moment. As you fill yourself with my word, you will begin to think like me. As you worship, you will begin to see as I see. As you surrender, you will begin to live as I designed you. You are not stuck. You are not hopeless. You are not too far gone. You are in the middle of a transformation. And transformation is messy, but it is holy. A caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly overnight. It enters the dark, the cocoon, the hidden place. And inside that place, change happens. That's where you are now, in the hands of your Creator, being shaped, stretched, purified, empowered. And when you emerge, you won't recognize yourself. The fear will be gone. The shame will be gone. The timidity will be gone. You will walk in power, in joy, in holiness, in freedom. You're not just being delivered from something. You're being called into something, into destiny, into identity, into authority. You are being equipped for the calling I've placed on your life, for the people I've called you to reach, for the places I will send you. This transformation is not just for your healing. It's for the healing of others. Because once I set you free, you will set others free. Once I renew your mind, you will speak words of life. Once I set you on fire, your flame will light up the darkness around you. You are not going back. You are not who you used to be. You are not returning to the old version of yourself. That version is gone. Crucified with Christ, buried in grace, raised in power. Now you live in me, and I live in you. So don't fear the change. Don't resist the process. Embrace it, celebrate it, because this is what transformation feels like. Uncomfortable but glorious, costly but priceless, painful but powerful. This is what it looks like when the old man dies and the new creation rises. So breathe deep, my child. The old chains are broken. The old labels are gone. The old weight is lifted. You are stepping into newness. Not someday. Now, you are being made whole. You are being made clean. You are being made strong. And this is only the beginning. Nothing in your life has been random. Not one season. Not one loss. Not one delay. Not even the pain. Because I, your father, am a master weaver. And I've been weaving everything together into something beautiful. Even the pieces you thought were broken beyond repair. Romans 8 verse 28 is not a poetic idea. It is a divine promise. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. All things, not some, not only the good, all, that heartbreak, that disappointment, that season of silence. Yes, even that. I use it. I shaped it. I will redeem it, because you, my child, have a calling on your life, a purpose so specific that no one else on earth can carry it the way you do. I didn't create you to simply survive. I created you to fulfill something eternal, something kingdom-driven, something that echoes in heaven. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I already knew your name. I already spoke your purpose. I already assigned your gifts. Jeremiah 1 verse 5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Your life is not an accident. Your existence is not random. You are here right now because I placed you in this time, for this generation, to fulfill this mission. Don't let the delays fool you. They were part of my preparation. Don't let the pain blind you. It was shaping your compassion. Don't let the failures define you. They were teaching you wisdom. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Not your tears, not your trauma, not your time. I am redeeming it all. You asked why you had to go through so much. You asked why the battle was so intense. You asked why others seem to have it easier. And I say to you, because the calling on your life is heavier, because the light in you is brighter, because what you carry is holy. You had to be forged in fire, so you could carry fire. You had to be stretched, so you could hold more of me. You had to be broken, so I could rebuild you on a foundation that never shakes. My purpose for your life is not based on your perfection. It's based on my plan. And my plan cannot be stopped by your past, by your mistakes, or by the lies others believed about you. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are exactly where I need you to be. For what I am about to do, the people you will reach, they are waiting. The healing you will carry, it is rising within you now. The words you will speak, they will break chains. Because your story is not just about you. It is a key that unlocks freedom in others. Don't underestimate the anointing I've placed on your life. It's not hype. It's not fantasy. It's holy. You carry something sacred. That's why the enemy fought you so hard. That's why the process felt endless. That's why you almost gave up. But you didn't. You held on. And now, your purpose is awakening. I am restoring your passion. I am igniting your vision. I am ordering your steps. Proverbs 16 verse 9 says, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." And I am establishing you now, placing you in alignment, opening doors no man can shut, closing doors that no longer serve your future. The dreams I planted in you are not dead. They are in hibernation. But now they will rise. You will build. You will lead. You will influence. You will minister. You will create. You will do what you thought was impossible, because I will do it through you. This isn't just a comeback. This is a divine launch. You are not going backward. You are stepping into assignment. So don't despise your past. Don't resent your process. Don't fear your future. I am the God who sees the end from the beginning. And I say, it is good. Even when you doubted, even when you ran, even when you couldn't see the point, I was writing purpose through every chapter. Now the story turns. Now the clarity comes. Now you'll understand why it had to be this way. Because I was preparing you for something you couldn't see. But I always did. My beloved child, you have worried long enough. You've asked, Lord, how will I make it? What if there's not enough? What if I lose everything? But hear me now. I am your provider. Not the job, not the paycheck, not the system. Me, I am the God who owns it all. I open doors no one else can open. I make rivers in deserts. I bring bread from heaven. I multiply what looks insufficient until it becomes more than enough. Philippians 4 verse 19. And my God shall supply all your need, according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. Not from the world economy, from my glory, from my endless, unlimited, untouchable supply. You've seen lack. You've felt pressure. You've been afraid of losing what little you had. But child, I am not a God of lack. I am the God of abundance. I don't give crumbs. I prepare a feast. I don't offer scraps. I pour out blessing until it overflows. Psalm 23 verse 5. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Your cup is about to overflow because I see the need. I hear the cries, and I know what you've been too afraid to ask for. So now ask. Ask boldly. Ask like a child who knows their father has unlimited resources. I'm not withholding from you. I'm preparing you to receive more than you imagined. I know what bills you face. I know what opportunities fell through. I know how many nights you stayed awake. Try to figure it all out. But you don't need a new plan. You need to trust mine. I will send provision in unexpected ways. I will raise up helpers you never saw coming. I will bring resources from the north, south, east, and west. I'm not limited by your bank account. I'm not limited by the economy. I'm not limited by what's been lost. I am the God who multiplies, who restores, who provides exceedingly and abundantly. Ephesians 3 verse 20. Now to him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly, above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. Yes, exceedingly, abundantly, above. That's my style. So stop expecting barely enough. Stop praying like I'm a distant God with limited interest. Start declaring that your needs are met. That provision is coming. That overflow is yours because I promised it. This is not prosperity based on greed. It's provision based on my covenant. I provide not so you can hoard, but so you can give, so you can bless, so you can sow into what is eternal. The more you release, the more I'll entrust to you, because I can only fill hands that are open in surrender, open in obedience, open in faith. Yes, I may test your faith. I may ask you to trust me in uncomfortable ways, but it's only because I'm setting you up for a greater release. Remember the widow who gave her last bit of oil? I multiplied it. Remember the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish? I fed thousands. Remember Elijah in famine? I sent a raven with bread. Don't tell me it's impossible. I've done it before. I'll do it again. For you, you've been faithful. You've sowed in tears. You've obeyed when it hurt. And now, harvest is coming. Not someday. Soon. The drought is ending. The clouds are forming. The rain is near. And when it pours, you'll know it wasn't random. It was me. I saw your need before you ever spoke it. I planned your provision before you ever prayed it. So stop fearing the future. Start thanking me for what's already on the way. Provision is not just about money. I'm providing peace, clarity, opportunities, connections, ideas, healing, strength, whatever you lack. I am the answer because I am enough and I am with you. Let me lead, let me guide, and you will not lack any good thing. Psalm 34, verse 10. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. That's your promise. That's your inheritance. That's your reality when you trust me. So breathe, my child. You're not going under. You're about to rise. You're about to see provision rain down where there was once only dust. I am the same God who provided manna every morning, the same God who filled empty nets with fish, the same God who paid a temple tax with a coin from a fish's mouth. Provision is easy for me. Your heart is what I'm after. So today, trust me again. Look to me, not man. Speak faith, not fear, and prepare your baskets, because abundance is coming. My beloved child, this is not the time to shrink back. This is not the time to hesitate. This is the hour to rise, to stand, to move forward in bold, unshakable faith. You've waited long enough. You've doubted yourself long enough. You've listened to fear long enough. Now it's time to walk. Walk into the promise. Walk into the calling. Walk into the future I designed for you. Hebrews 10 verses 35 to 36 declares, "So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere, so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what he has promised." Did you hear that? Do not throw away your confidence, because confidence is not arrogance. It's not pride. It's trust in me. It's the knowing deep in your spirit that I am with you, that I go before you, that I will finish what I started. I'm not calling you to be loud. I'm calling you to be rooted, rooted in faith, rooted in truth, rooted in the promise that you are chosen by heaven and backed by the authority of my name. So don't fear stepping into rooms where others doubt you. I will give you favor. Don't be afraid to speak when I give you the words. I will anoint your voice. Don't hesitate when I call you forward. I will steady your feet. I have not given you a spirit of fear. I've given you power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7. That means you do not need to be afraid, not of failure, not of rejection, not of what could go wrong, because I am with you. And I don't lead my children into defeat. You've played it safe for too long. You've hidden your light to make others comfortable. But I didn't call you to fit in. I called you to stand out, to shine, to lead, to carry my glory into dark places. And for that, you need boldness. Not a boldness born of self-confidence, but one birthed in God confidence. The kind of boldness David had when he faced Goliath. The kind of boldness Esther had when she approached the king. The kind of boldness Peter had when he walked on water. They weren't perfect, but they were willing. So today I ask you the same. Will you trust me enough to step out of the boat, even when it feels unstable, even when you can't see the shore, even when fear shouts louder than faith? Will you trust that I am holding you, that I will not let you fall? Because every promise I've made, I intend to keep. You may say, but what if I fail? And I say, what if you fly? What if your obedience opens the door for generations? What if your yes sets someone else free? What if your courage becomes a testimony that leads another heart back to me? Don't underestimate what I can do through your simple obedience. You don't need a spotlight. You don't need applause. You just need to say yes. Yes to the call. Yes to the cost. Yes to the steps of faith. Because every step of faith is a seed that will not return void. So stand tall, child. Shoulders back. Chin lifted. Eyes fixed on me. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are not lacking. You are equipped, empowered, anointed, and your faith, even if it's the size of a mustard seed, can move mountains. Matthew 17 verse 20. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Nothing. So speak to that mountain. Tell it to move. Don't plead with fear. Command with faith. Faith is not just belief. It's action. It's movement. It's stepping forward when everything inside you wants to run. Faith isn't waiting until the way is clear. It's moving when I say go. And I say go. Go where I send you. Say what I place in your mouth. Do what I prepared for you. I will not let you fall. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41 verse 10. And when the doubts come, and they will, remember this. I chose you. I appointed you. I place you exactly where you are, not to question yourself, but to trust me, because it's not your strength that makes a difference. It's my spirit working through you. Zechariah 4 verse 6. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord Almighty. So breathe in courage. Breathe out fear. Let boldness rise in your bones. You were made for this moment. You were born for this time. You were created for this assignment, and I will not let you fail. My beloved child, you've waited, you've wept, you've wondered if the promise would ever come. And now, it's here. The breakthrough has begun, not in the future, not just someday. Now, this is the season of release. I have heard every prayer. I have counted every tear. I have recorded every moment you chose faith, when fear would have been easier. And I tell you this with heaven as witness. The delay was not denial. The silence was not absence. The waiting was preparation. You thought I was standing still, but I was setting everything in place, in the invisible, in the spiritual, in ways you couldn't see. I was arranging the breakthrough. Isaiah 60 verse 22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And now, I am making it happen. That closed door, it's about to open. That dry land, it's about to flood. That locked gate, it's about to break wide. The enemy told you it was over, but I say it's just beginning. You are stepping into a season where what once resisted you will now make room for you. Where what once mocked you will now honor you. Where what once held you back will now fall beneath your feet. Because I am your breaker. I go before you. I tear down walls. I shake foundations. I move mountains. Micah 2 verse 13. The one who breaks open the way will go up before them. They will break through the gate and go out. Their king will pass through before them, the Lord at their head. That's me, at your head, clearing the path, commanding the release. So lift your eyes, wipe your tears. The tide has turned. The shift is here. Your prayers are returning as harvest. Your faith is returning as favor. Your obedience is returning as overflow. I am accelerating what once moved slowly. I am restoring what was stolen. I am redeeming what was lost. I am reviving what looked dead. The grave cannot hold what I called to live. The delay cannot destroy what I've destined. The pain cannot cancel what I promised. You've walked through fire. Now comes refinement. You've walked through drought. Now comes rain. You've walked through warfare. Now comes victory. And I will make it obvious. This will not be quiet. This will not be hidden. This will be public breakthrough with public restoration for my public glory. Because what you carry, what you endured, what you preserved through is for such a time as this. You will testify. You will rejoice. You will say, only God could do this. And others will say it too. No man will get the credit. No enemy will get the victory. Only I will receive the praise. Because I have done it, and I am doing it still. You've waited long enough. My child, now see what I will do. Do not let the weariness of yesterday steal the wonder today. Do not let the battles of your past blind you to the beauty of your breakthrough. You've been fighting so long, you forgot how to receive. So let me teach you again. It's okay to receive. It's okay to celebrate. It's okay to feel joy again. This is not a trick. It's not too good to be true. It is my faithfulness unfolding before your eyes. I promise you breakthrough, and I am faithful to fulfill it. So open your hands, open your heart, open your mouth with praise. This is your turning point. This is your appointed time. This is a season of open doors, of answered prayers, of supernatural release. Everything that held you back, shattered, everything that stood in your way, removed, everything that tried to steal your promise, rebuked. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are right on time for my divine breakthrough. So walk boldly, speak confidently, move forward without fear, because this time the gates will not resist you, the walls will not block you, the doors will not stay shut. I have declared it, I have decreed it, and what I decree no one can stop. Isaiah 22 verse 22. I will place on his shoulder the key to the house of David. What he opens no one can shut, and what he shuts no one can open. This is the key I give to you, the authority of my name, the access of my presence, the backing of heaven itself. Walk in it, speak it, claim it. Your breakthrough is not coming. It has begun. My beloved child, you have walked through fire. You have endured the storm. You have been tested, refined, and transformed. And now you are ready, ready to carry my glory, ready to reflect my love, ready to walk boldly in your destiny. This is the moment I have prepared you for. Not just survival, not just healing, but kingdom impact. You are not who you were. You have been made new. You have been forged in grace, empowered by truth, marked by fire, and you carry the fragrance of my spirit. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17. If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has gone, the new is here. You are not just healed, you are commissioned. You are not just restored, you are released. You are not just loved, you are sent. You carry heaven inside you. You are my ambassador, my voice, my light. You are salt in the earth. You are a city on a hill. You are my vessel, poured out for a generation in need. So step forward, not with fear, but with fire. The world does not need more fear. It needs my truth, my compassion, my righteousness, my healing. And I have placed you right where you are, to bring me into the broken places. I have called you for this. Yes, you, not by accident, not by coincidence, by divine design. Ephesians 2 verse 10. For we are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. You are my masterpiece, and the works I've assigned to you, they are waiting. There are people who will only encounter my love through your obedience. There are souls who will only find healing when you speak the words I place in your mouth. There are battles you were born to win, territories you were born to reclaim, chains you were born to break. This is not a small calling. It is holy. It is eternal. It is heaven's agenda through your life. So do not delay. Do not second guess. Do not shrink back. The world is desperate for light, and you carry the flame. You've wondered before, God, am I really chosen? And I tell you now, yes. 1 Peter 2 verse 9. You are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him, who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. You are chosen. You are royal. You are holy. You are mine. Declare it. Live it. Walk it. Let your life preach louder than your words. Let your presence shift atmospheres. Let your eyes shine with the fire of one who knows. They are loved by the King of Glory. This is your time, my child, to lead, to serve, to give, to build, to heal, to shine, and you will not do it alone. I will go before you. I will walk beside you. I will guard behind you. I will anoint your hands. I will fill your mouth. I will strengthen your heart. And when the battle feels heavy, I will fight for you. Exodus 14 verse 14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. You are not an orphan. You are not unworthy. You are not forgotten. You are my child. You are the one I delight in. You are the one I've raised up for such a time as this. So now, step into your destiny. Let fear fall. Let shame go. Let the chains of the past shatter at your feet. Because I have crowned you with purpose. I have clothed you in righteousness. I have filled you with power. And I have called you by name. Isaiah 43 verse 1. Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. You are mine forever, completely, unshakably, and nothing will separate you from my love. Not now, not ever. Romans 8 verses 38 to 39. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. So walk, run, fly, live with fire, love with purpose, lead with humility, shine with boldness. And remember this world is not your home. You are a citizen of heaven. You are passing through, on assignment. And when your days are done, when your race is run, I will greet you with open arms and say, well done, good and faithful servant. But for now, you still have work to do, glory to carry, love to release, souls to reach, and I will be with you every single step of the way.